Okay, I'm going to talk about verse 3 and 4 of Guitar Part 1. This is figure 4 on page 8 of the packet. The first shape I'm playing is going to work for the G chord. I'm using my ring finger and my pinky finger to play the 5th fret of the 5th and 4th strings. So I'm playing the 5th fret of the 5th and the 4th strings. I could do this with a lot of different fingers, but there's a reason I'm using these two, and it has to do with other chords that you might play. It's just very common to use these two fingers in this particular fashion on these two strings. So that's why I'm doing that. This is sort of a habit from literally decades of guitar playing. So the first part is going to be 8th notes on this for 2 measures. And then the next shape is the 4th fret of the 4th string and the 5th fret of the 5th string. And this is for the D chord as part of a D triad. The next shape, A minor, I'm using the exact same shape I was using for the G. And then for the C, I'm going to use again this same shape and slide up to the 10th fret for the C. So we have the 5th fret, and then for the D shape, we have the 5th fret and the 4th fret of the 5th and 4th strings. Then the 7th fret of the 5th and 4th strings for the A, and the 10th fret of the 5th and 4th strings for the C. 2 bars on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, for the next half, or I guess this would technically be verse 4, we're going to go from the C, we're going to play a new type of shape for the G triad. This is the same shape you used on the D up here where you played at the 5th and 4th. This time you're going to be playing at the 10th and 9th fret of the 5th and 4th strings. And again, 2 bars. And then the next shape for the D, you're going to play the 9th fret of the 5th string and the 7th fret of the 4th string. And for the A minor, we'll go back and use the A minor shape we used before at the 7th fret, and then for the C, we'll go back up to the 10th fret again. So here's all of verse 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. And this continues on, unlike the first and second verses where it stops, and then we go into a pre-chorus from there. So this next pre-chorus is identical to the first pre-chorus. So the next section we'll do will be the solo.